Yeah, welcome to the DOJO, baby, man. Have no fear, TyKwonDoe is here, man. Listen, we got a banger for y'all today. As y'all see, the sensei of seduction, IRL Kwondoe. I'm outside forming my double XP tokens. It's all side quest action. I know y'all used to seeing me in the room in this box, you know what I'm saying, breaking these videos down, reacting, talking, and all that stuff. But I say, you know what? We about to hit 300K. Let me sprinkle something special for y'all. Let me step outside the box and get active and show y'all how it's done, right? And guess what? There's a whole nother video coming, which will be like a sort of like a blind date with me and this one right here, the OnlyFans Dooney Demon. 250,000 XP side quest, all 3-star challenge. Alright, but listen, let me not keep talking, man. I do want to humbly say, like it's been a unreal journey, like just speaking plainly to y'all, you know what I mean? Like, just hit 200K in April. We really just had 250K in November, and we went up 50,000 that fast. When I really just locked in, you know, I put school to the side and said, you know, we're going to work on our purpose. We're going to work on the community. We're going to work on what my vision was really about from the beginning. And a part of that is, guess what? I'm going to step outside. I'm going to show who I am and show you how it's done. Let's break some stuff down in this video that's very important. Now, I do have a full reaction to this video where I'm not trying to break stuff down. I'm not trying to explain stuff. It's just entertainment purpose. We reacted to the full video on Twitch Live. If y'all want that reaction posted on YouTube, let me know. I will post it for y'all. But let's get into the content. Let's get into the nitty gritty. Now, a lot of y'all know I don't usually do IRL content. I don't usually step outside the box. I feel as though I have nothing to prove with this YouTube stuff. I just did this for fun. But this can serve an example of somebody who is a very great public speaker. I've spoken in venues and settings that have had over 100 people, whether it be college students, professional, president of my university, news channels, written about in the Philadelphia Inquirer, etc. You name it. And I've spoken to rooms that have had less than 20 people or 30, whatever the case may be. And when it comes to communication, the whole purpose of the video, you will benefit from it. Oh, and approaching women, talking to women. But you can watch this as a woman and say, I'm trying to get better at networking. I'm trying to get better at when I engage with another person, I leave that interaction with the benefit I may want it to be. Whether it's a networking opportunity, whether it's a friendship, whether it's just a genuine conversation, or introducing yourself to somebody and stepping outside of your comfort zone. Because a lot of y'all might not be able to tell this about me. I am deeply introverted at heart. Like, I spend a lot of time alone. I do not like big ass crowds and groups of people in social settings and like all types of stuff like that. I do not get my energy from stuff like that. I get my energy from spending time alone. I do not be bored when I'm by myself. I grew up very like quiet and laid back, but this really helped me be an observer. This helped me be a great listener, which then helped my mouthpiece as a communicator, becoming a people's person, having that gift of gab. Now, right, you're looking at this video, you're like, okay, well, Ty, I don't have that. I don't have any confidence. I don't know how to hold eye contact. I don't even understand the importance of these things. So that's what we're gonna start with. We're gonna look at the little things, and then we're gonna talk about why is it so important, right? So, first and foremost, before we even get to the clips, right, I'm gonna go to like two different parts. We're gonna look at a couple things, right? I want to just look at this first, right? So shout out to my professor who I had, you know what I'm saying? But we was in class one day, and we was looking at what's most important. This is only 15 categories. Movement, eye gaze, gestures, posture, facial expressions, volume, tone, fillers, fluency, rate. All of these things are, and mind you, this is only the 15 that they showed. I think when he did this study, it was at least over 18, I believe. These are things that people look at when they're looking at a public speaker. But public speaking is just another form of communication. It's just, it's verbal. And in this video, we're going to look at the non-verbal things. We're going to look at the verbal things. Because guess what? People always want to say, oh, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. That is a basic understanding of communication. Let me tell you, we in the dojo. You're looking at the sensei. We take it above and beyond. We go deep, not wide. You know what I'm saying? We send them straight to the gulag. Send them to Dooney Land on a one-way trip in the back of the Dooney van. Straight to the gulag. So what do I say? Guess what? It is what you say. It is how you say it. And guess what? We take it steps above that. It's who you're saying it to. And then it's also who you are to them while you're saying it. And this is the layers behind communication that when you really peel them back, that the distance between an expert communicator, a fucking psychopath who can manipulate people, or just a great leader and a great speaker, the distance is not just like this much. Like, it's not just like, okay, I'm an average communicator and then here's a great leader. It's not like this. It is the distance between Saturn and Mars. It is a huge gap. But it's because there's so many little things that an effective speaker is doing and taking advantage of that the average person doesn't even think about or is not even aware of in a given circumstance to be able to use on the spot and to be able to come up with and think about, right? So, and when you see the thing circles, these were the most important things from the study. Eye gaze, movement, fillers, and fluency. Now, movement is less important because, like I said, it's public speaking. So you might see the person on the in front of the classroom on the stage, and you know they can move during the presentation. They can go to this side of the room and then get to that side of the room. So we want to ignore movement here. But eye gaze, what is eye gaze? Eye gaze is basically like eye contact, like the gaze, like what makes it so important? Why was it number one? Why was it number one on the list?
You like him and don't like him, there's nothing you could do about him because he's number one.
Who on the list? Gucci Mane? You know what I'm saying? Why is it number one? Think about this, though. I know we in the age of technology. We in the age of being on our cell phones. We're in the age of social media. All these things, right? Eye contact. What does it communicate, right? This is where we're about to get deep. Because when you're dealing with stuff in social settings, you got to think about what the indirect communication is. It's one thing to hear the words coming out of my mouth, but what is my body language saying to you? What is my eye contact saying to you? What is my tone of voice saying to you? What is my posture saying to you? All of these things say and communicate in ways that we don't even have to think about. We just see it and we know it. We see somebody. They're down. Well, first of all, body language, that's number one. Then they're talking down and, they're talking super low. And they're not even looking at us. They're avoiding eye contact. You might already think immediately, like, what does that say to me? Right? It says that they're scared. It says that they're shy, which means that you're weak. It says that, it's like, no. But listen, as a real shit, you should never feel like you're shy in life. Shy expresses the fact that you cannot do something. It's one thing to say, all these terms like social anxiety, I'm shy and all that, it just says that you can't do something, right? Even though I'm an introvert, I would never describe myself as shy. I would never describe myself as having social anxiety. Because push come to shove, I will talk to you. Push come to shove, I will, deal with you in a way and respect you and communicate to you. I don't give a fuck how nervous or anxious I am. Oh, hey, how you doing? I will at least bare minimum be polite, be respectful, and deal with the person in a way that lets them know I am present. But the reason why I don't say I'm shy, because guess what? It is one of the most disrespectful things you can be to another human being is avoid them. And that's why we get to this eye gaze part, right? Eye contact so powerfully says to the other person, I see you. I see you. I am here with you. I am present. Presence is everything in communication. Presence is everything. Think about when you're talking in your everyday life. You might talk to somebody, you ain't even looking at them. You're not present. So from the other person's perspective, they may say, dang, so you don't want to talk to me? Are you even listening to me? Do you even take me serious? Or do you even mean what you say? Eye contact is a huge way people test, like, or is this person lying to me? We look at eye contact. If they're lying, look me in my eyes when you say it. Why? Why do we say look you in the eyes? Because it shows them that you say what you mean and you mean what you say. You're standing on your word 10 toes. So another thing too, you talking to somebody, they rocking back and forth, they antsy, they keep moving, they funnel their hands in their pocket, they all this moving. What you moving for? Just stand firm, stand still, be easy, tranquilo, be calm. You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm hitting y'all with a lot before we even press play, but this is how riled up I get about this shit. This is how serious I take this shit. All these little things make a difference. So boom, we just went from eye gaze, right? We just went from eye gaze, right? What's the next category? Fillers, fluency. This is like the rhythm and talking. This is like you just watched me talk during this video, and you didn't hear me say much. I might stretch a word like and then jump into my next sentence, but I flow when I talk. I'm smooth when I talk. I'm talking about, oh yeah, smooth like a player from the Himalaya. Like we ain't talking about some shit like that, right? I'm just saying I can flow, I can keep going, I can freestyle and then execute smoothly. That's a rhythm that you have to earn as a speaker. Another thing too, because of my experience in public speaking and you know, communication and talking to people, I can naturally give myself smoother fillers. Like for example, somebody might be like, well, I'm gonna get it off so smoothly you couldn't even tell I bought myself time. I'm gonna get it off so smoothly you can't even tell I'm buying myself time, right? But that's because I'm a better effective communicator. That keeps the fillers and the fluency while I'm talking much smoother. This is all shit to talk about. Now let's get into the reaction. Let's get into the breakdown. So to provide some context, what's going on, right? Boom, this is a Find Your Match. Like I said, the entertainment reaction, I can upload it for y'all. Y'all let me know if y'all want it. You know what I'm saying? I'll put it on YouTube. We talking about some real shit right now. The real spiel. Well, what's happening right now is they are asking questions, right? So they going down the line. Mine just 15 guys still, right? Never mind, this is OnlyFans demon right here. She said, I want to know, is it long? Is it big? We talking about the Galley gun. You know what I'm saying? The Glock 19. She trying to figure out, you know, dick size, right? Now, I'm not going to go through each person in this line because, you know, personally, I don't care and I'm not going to make this about other people. We just going to break this down. It's 5 women in the video, right? You can't see the other 4 because it's just me and her in this frame. Listen to what her friends are saying. Look at how I'm looking at her. Look at how she's looking at me. Listen to my tone of voice. Listen to the volume. Think about all the categories we just looked at. Just pay attention. And then we're going to break it down one by one. But I'm going to play the full clip first. The context is she asking this question. She going one by one down per person. And, you know,
He said
just listen.
8.3. But it don't even be the length, it be the thickness.
Yeah,
That's
what
what
I'm
get 'em.
saying. Mm-hmm.
I know exactly what you
So
mean.
is it soda can or?
Soda can. Soda can.
Smart.
Deep in the
All the way. All the way. Soda can, all the way.
all the way.
Okay.
You know what I should have just felt just to make sure. Because when a nigga on soft, that's
Look cold in here.
Take him outside.
Look, cold in here. Look, cold in here.
All right.
Yeah, she said that. Yo, peep this though. She ain't talking about feeling nobody's shit until you get to this end of the line. Come on now. Come on now. You want to touch? You should have just said that. You know what I mean? You should have just said that. You know what I mean? But let's get back to it though, right? Notice this. Eye contact. I'm already knowing how important it is, right? It's presence. Because where our eyes go, that means that's what we focused on. Our eyes are our fucking lens. Our eyes are directly connected to our brain. So if my eyes is on the floor, my eyes is at the center, my eyes is somewhere else, or her eyes are somewhere else, outside of being a nervous reaction, because a lot of times people are nervous, they avoid eye contact. They're in their heads. You're probably saying to yourself, oh, I'm nervous, I'm sweating, I'm shaking. Oh, all this anxiety is just building up in your mind. And then next thing you know, your eyes start folding. Your posture starts folding, your body language starts folding. Your body just tries to compensate as a natural reaction to the emotion that you're feeling on the inside. But when you're present, when you're grounded, we develop like that security in yourself. I'm going to call it beyond confidence. You can sit there and see somebody and be present with them and be comfortable and sit in the moment, whether it's be awkward silence, as people say, or a conversation. It builds that intimacy. Even regardless of what you're saying, how you're saying it, all of the above. Eye contact alone, just the presence, right?
The thickness.
Yeah.
Right. So she looking at me.
That's what get 'em.
Right. So boom, just eye contact back and forth. Right.
So
Listen.
is it soda can or?
Soda can.
You heard a girl on the side. oh, he making love. What made her say that? You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you exactly what. The eye contact. The eye contact communicated something even on top of the words coming from my mouth. A lot of y'all like, oh, I'm gonna copy Riz. What this person say? I'm gonna say what they said. I could give you an exact script of what to say when you approach a woman. I can give you an exact script. I could take your phone and say, all right, let me use these messages and let me text you and get this link up, or take her to Disneyland, get her to book that one-way trip, or get her that full tuition to DCU, to Crib University, and you still could fumble with a specific script. You could still fumble, right? Because you don't understand the life and within the script, with the presence. What are the little things add up? The eye contact. She said, "Oh, he making love because of my eye contact." I mean, I'm looking in your soul. They say the eyes is the gateway to the soul for a reason. I'm looking at you. Why am I talking about this so much? Because y'all don't understand how important it is.
Soda can.
And I'm not looking at it like I'm like kind of like, I already have narrow eyes, period. But I'm just kind of looking at her calmly. Look, as soon as she said, look at her reaction.
Soda can. Soda can.
Oh, he making love. She blushing now. And then you smiling. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's just eye contact. I'm not even saying nothing special. I'm literally saying soda can. The fuck? It's the eye contact. It's the presence of the moment. It's so much so that the other woman is feeding off of it. And this is what I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna give you a little bit of game right here too. This is why you can indirectly get women, because people will notice how you carry yourself. People will notice how you treat other people and say, "I wish that was me." And I'm not saying these women are saying that to themselves, but I'm saying people will like. Let me give you a random example. Let's say I'm at the line at McDonald's, right? I'm ordering fucking Big Mac, no pickles, extra ketchup, and put the onions on the side. I'm just some dumbass order, right? But I'm at the desk, I'm at the counter ordering my food. There's two women behind me. The one at the desk is a woman, and there's another woman, filling the fries and making the actual burgers, right? Based on how I come up, I say, "Hey, how you doing?" She said, "How are you? What would you like today?" "Oh, I would like," our conversation, everybody in this room can hear it. Even if they're not looking, even if they whatever. Or let's say they has the music in. But they can hear us. So the woman behind me are already listening to me talk. My tone of voice. Even if they can't see me directly, right? They're listening to my tone of voice. The charisma I have when I'm talking to the one I'm ordering the food with. Then you have her who I'm talking to directly. They're looking at her reaction like, ooh, So on top of that, the point I'm about to make is that by the end of this conversation, especially if I seduced her, I made her laugh, I was, charming with my personality. When I grab my food and I go to leave and I turn around and I face the woman behind me, they're going to want to see me. They're going to want to look at me. So they just sat there and listened to me talk to this other woman. And they say, "Oh, he's charming. Oh, he's funny. Is he going to talk to me? Is he going to say something to me?" And I can. And it's the fact that they know I can. They're like that. There's this tension of oh, is he gonna say something? You build that indirectly. You build that rapport, that smoothness, that anticipation by how you dealt with another person directly. It's another example. It's like, yo, you in a room with your sibling, your parents just snapped on your sibling. You feel that tension sitting next to them, like, yo, shit, they ain't a bad mood. I hope they don't say nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? But in this case, it's like, damn, he's seductive, he's charming, he's smooth. He say something to me like, I don't know how I'm going to react. I don't know what I'm going to do. But this is how you can indirectly, people pay attention to you. I'm telling you, people notice the things you do. But if even if you're super quiet, even if you're super loud, people notice the little shit, dog. Like, they notice.
All the way. All the way.
They say, he looking you deep in your eyes.
Soda can, all the way.
All the way.
Okay.
You know what I said.
Then she come with the eye contact. A lot of y'all don't even know. Y'all be so in your head. Y'all be so nervous that y'all don't even notice the other person probably 10 times nervous as you. They probably even more nervous. But you so focused on yourself. You so in your own head, you can't pay attention. So really what it comes down to, let's say you don't have supreme confidence, poise and all that, right? Honestly, bro, it's fake it till you make it. I don't encourage or teach fake it till you make it, but guess what? If you fake it till you make it, you'll probably call the other person's bluff. You'll probably call their bluff. They'll probably fold before you.
I should have just felt just to make sure. Cause when
She talking about, oh, Mar. What you looking at, gang? When she said she should have just felt, what you looking at? What you looking at, Willis?
a nigga,
Everybody, but listen, everybody looked at me when she said I should have just felt. We like, oh, what's she about to do?
all the way.
Okay.
You know what I should have just felt just to make sure. Cause when
He looked over here, my man to the left. No, this thing was funny as shit from the video too.
a nigga on soft, that's
Little cold in here.
his big.
I'm like, felt. It's a little breeze. It was like 50 degrees in this room. Y'all just don't know that. You know what I'm saying? It was a little chilly in this room. You know what I'm saying? So you know what they say.
Look cold in here, little cold in here.
All right, next.
But that's the first part, right? That's the first part I wanted to show y'all. Just that presence that got attracted from that eye contact. That immediacy that like I'm here with you. I want you to like it's me and you, mano a mano. Nobody else in the room. Lock in. Just off the eye contact alone. You know what I'm saying? So boom. Another thing I want to point out too is that when speaking too. So a lot of y'all, if you're nervous or you're shy, you don't have that many social skills. You don't want to be put in a situation where you're repeating yourself. Somebody says, huh, what you said. You don't want to be doing all that. You want to speak in a way where you say it the first time, it comes off clear, concise, and effective, and it's just simple, and the other person can just reply. What do I mean by that? So it's easier to express if we look at a bad example, but I'm going to just do that before I say this. Me, like I said, I'm an introvert. I've always been laid back, always been super quiet in my whole life. So a lot of times people be like, yo, can you speak up? Huh? You're mumbling. So I learned over time, like, I don't like to yell. I'm like, out of my whole family, I've always been like the quietest person, bro. Like, I'm telling y'all, dead serious. But I'm just such an effective communicator now. You would never be able to tell. Listen, one thing about me, I'm gonna maintain my volume. I'm not gonna yell. I do not yell. That's one thing I do know. I'm not yelling. I'm not like I don't like to yell. So what I learned is that you can still speak up without yelling. Y'all gotta find your base. Y'all gotta find your power in your voice, which projects. And when you find it, and when you learn to speak at that level, or you play with it, you could say whatever, and outside of a voice crack, it's gonna come off real bam. It's gonna have a power in your voice without yelling. You know what I'm saying? And everyone can hear it. If you whispering, if you mumbling, work on it. Record yourself talking, and then start to notice the little shit that you do.
I'm peeping shit, like I pay attention, I scan.
You peep with me, like I got the same. I've been peeping shit, like I scan, like that's my tone of voice. I don't give a fuck. I'm on the other side of the room. I couldn't whisper if I tried. That's how deep my voice is. But you might see me in the random context of the video, and I may be saying like, hold on, this person could be watching this from Atlanta, Chicago, China, fucking Korea, Afghanistan, India. You know what I'm saying? So I know that if I talk super Philly, as I know I'm from Philly. So if I talk super Philly, I'm having a conversation with another person from Philly, y'all not gonna be able to understand me. I'm gonna lose y'all. So I know to speak in a way which is still true to me, but is effective across all crowds. I never have to code switch because I'm still talking. I don't code switch. The only code switch I may do is how much profanity I use. I might curse less. I might say, yo, fuck, the type of time. Like, I might curse less in any given situation. But I'm going to always have my charm. I'm going to always have my smoothness. I'm going to always have my sense of humor. I don't care who I'm talking to. It could be my boss, my manager. And when I say my boss and my manager, obviously I'm my own boss. But even when I had jobs, I was always able to speak in a way which let people know, like, I'm not scared of you. I respect you, right? But I'm not going to suck up to you. I don't talk to you in a way where I'm like on my knees and scared of you and sir, yes, sir. But it's going to be a mutual respect. I'm always have my charm in a way where I can break the lines of I'm so cool I get to break the rules type shit. And all of that comes from being comfortable in yourself and not changing for anybody. But respecting them enough to say, all right, let me speak in a way where you can hear me. You know what I'm saying?
Scan the whole room and all that.
Right, look at this
How
one.
y'all work together? Like we always doing the little recurring shit in the beginning, a little unit, VR. Yeah.
Cadence too, speed. Am I talking fast? Am I rushing? Am I like how I was doing in the beginning? I did the little VR shit. Like I'm not rushing my sentences out. I'm not forcing them out. They're rolling off my tongue. That smoothness, they come easy. You know what I'm saying? Look at them smiling. You know why? Because except for the girl in the white hair, you know what I'm saying, a little pretty in the white, I got to talk to at least, the other 4 girls before the video started. I said talk to. Socially social short conversation. I did not come at them. I did not shoot my shot. Mind your fucking business, right? We at least talked. And the girls did an interview on their TikToks. It was like, she's a 10, but her breath stink, or questions like that, right? And so I mentioned that. I knew, guess what? Every guy that did this, it was like, name something you like about us, or name something you like about the person that you're talking to. Each guy before me spoke to one person. I'm the only one who said, you know what? I'm gonna go through the whole line, and when I go through the whole line, I'm gonna make you feel like the only person in the world when I'm talking to you. That's what communication can do. I'm not just rushing past everybody. I'm gonna go one by one. Here's what I'm gonna say to y'all, and it's specific to you. You know what I'm saying? Here's what I'm gonna say to you, and it's specific to you. Just pay attention to how this is done.
Cause I've been peeping shit.
Watch this. Just pay. All this shit make a difference.
Cause I've been peeping shit. Like I pay attention. I scan the whole room and all that. So y'all, I like how y'all work together. Like we always doing the little recurring shit. The beginning, a little unit, VR gang. Shout out to them. You seem like you just be happy all the time. Like you just all good vibes, all excited.
Even smiling right then and there.
Energy.
Now mind you, guess what? I want to know something. This is where I even can criticize myself. I'm just being charming here. I'm just being cool. I'm just being calm with this, line by line, right? If I wanted to, right, you could push it even further. Y'all listen, y'all have to look at yourselves like a song. Y'all know how somebody in the studio, they got all the knobs, all the buttons that they could twist and push up, and like all the shit they got in the studio, all this shit. You need to look at yourself like that. And I'm looking at this, if I'm recording this song with myself, and I'm like, all right, what do I want to do? When I want to turn the bass up, do I want to turn up do I want to slow the song down? Do I want to speed it up? Do I want to add an echo effect? What does that mean? How does that translate to this? Right here, when I said this to this girl, you know what I could have said to her? All the other women are smiling too. Still smile even after I left. I left them something sweet. I just was charming right here, right? That's the effect I want. I didn't want to be seductive here. But even charm has seduction to it. But right here, I'm just saying, let me give them something calm. Let me say something to them, right? Listen, what I could have said to her right here. Hold on.
VR gang. Shout out to them. You seem like you
hold on.
all the time. Like you just all good vibes, all excited shit. Like I fuck with that energy.
I could have said that way better. I could have said something like, you know what I noticed about you? And she'd be like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that'll made her like smile a little, shy a little bit. I'm setting myself up. You know what I noticed about you? And I love this. I love your energy. You just such a happy person, a baller. Just like you got wearing all white too, like just a little baller. Like now, this saying like a glaze. This is like Dick Ian, right? But if I was trying to really lock in what I'm trying to really have that impact, I've never said this to somebody in my life. But if I wanted to turn the knob, I wanted to push that button of like charm and also seducing her and making her blush and smile, I'm gonna go all in. Nah, I really know this is about you. And listen. One thing I want to say, I love it. That's so you. Be you. Always be you. Never stop, okay? Like, I'm really like, it's just going to be like, oh my God, he really noticed this. Like, if I'm really trying to hit that impact, fuck the video to the side. You know what I'm saying? But this is why I tell y'all, I say you could flirt without complimenting. But when you use a compliment, if you know how to compliment effectively, you can say something that means something. You can say something that only you can say. See, I come over here and say, oh, you're pretty. Oh, I like your outfit. Oh, I like, your hair or something like that. I said something only I can say. I said, you know what? Let me say something to everybody because I peep energy. I peep vibes. I've been noticing all the shit y'all do. I'm going to give y'all an effective compliment. Now, you can sit here and say, oh, well, you didn't get a match from the video. This is beyond this YouTube video right here. I'm trying to give y'all some game in life. I'm trying to let y'all know when you say something to somebody that is more personal to them, they remember that. They remember how it made them feel. People always say people don't remember what you say. They remember how you made them feel. Unless you said something that meant something. Because guess what? When we say that common cliche, people don't remember what you said, they remember how you made them feel. We all have memories in our own heads of the time somebody said something to us. And we remember exactly what they said and how it made us feel. We all had those memories. We really do. And especially women. Women are very detail oriented. Listen. Something you do could make their whole fucking week. Oh, I remember I got that compliment earlier this week. I remember this person said this to me. They could remember that shit. It could make their whole week. And then after that week, they could remember you said that shit to them years later. They can remember how you did it. yo, when he gave me this hug, his left hand was on my lower like hip, and then his right hand grabbed me like this, and he squeezed me in tight. Why y'all think they like shit like 50 Shades of Grey and all that shit? Because all the little details, especially when they read the book, all the little details that add to the moment and the romance and all that shit, women remembered, bro. They pay attention to that shit. So like, then he walked up on me. Oh, another thing, remember I told y'all about movement and public speaking and don't really apply to some shit like this? It's proximity. How close am I to you? So you might see, all right, I'm gonna come back to this. Some people talked far, you far as fuck from them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got up close and personal. I wanted you. I'm not. Remember the social distance shit with COVID-19 and all that social distance. All that shit is a reason. In communication, social distance is literally like 6 to 9 feet, I think. And then you got like, it's different. It's like literally 4 categories. It's like intimate is like between 1 feet from the person and like 3 feet. I forget what the second category is, but it's like 3 to 6 feet. Social distance is like 6 to 9 feet, and then it's like 9 through 12 is another category. I don't remember the names. I don't fucking remember. I don't care. But the space I went for a little bit more intimate. Now I'm not all up on you. Like I'm not invading your personal space. I'm not like this fucking weirdo. Don't back up, right? A lot of y'all hygiene. Y'all don't even know it. Y'all stink. Your breath stink. Come on, man. Who even wants you to be close? Me? I keep the mints in my pocket. I keep the mint. I'll pop a mint like a perk. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll pop that shit like a power up. Like, boom, I got a little mint on me. You know what I'm saying? I pop that shit quickly. Boom, I got my Blistex. You know what I'm saying? I rub it on my lips so my lips are smooth. They not cracked up and chapped and all this dumb ass shit. Cologne. I keep the cologne on me. Rub that shit on my elbows. Get behind the ears. Get you know what I'm saying? Rub all over. Get this. Listen, all this shit make a difference. Because guess what? You might say, hey, how you doing? On a person, right? And they notice everything like, dang, he smell good. Dang, look at his lips. Look at his skin. Look at his outfit. And they getting hit with 20 different things at one time. And I'm giving y'all all this at once because I'm telling y'all, all this blushing and smiling is coming from different things. Eye contact, all that.
Getting a little unit, VR.
Just look.
VR gang, shout out to them.
Y'all know I pause a lot.
You just be happy all the time. Like, you just all good vibes, all excited shit. Like, I fuck with that energy.
So like I said, I could have said that 10 times better. But I just, I kept it calm. I kept it cool. I just kept it on some light shit. I was like, I'm just going to go by each person. You know what I mean?
You see, you got it. I'm from the trenches, baby. I love me something good. I love me something that just got heart.
I ain't even peeped this. Pay attention to this face right here.
I'm from the trenches, baby. I love me something good. I love me something that just got
You biting your lip for it. What man, I should have went back and shared some more. You know what I'm saying? I love me some hoops.
I'm from the trenches, baby. I love me something good. I love me something that just got heart.
Yeah, I'll be talking shit.
You don't give a fuck. You seem very straightforward.
You know what I liked about this one right here? She was not scared at all. She was not. Some duck eye contact and all that. This one right here, she was not scared. She was right here with me. I like that. She ain't even blink. Let me tell you something. She didn't even blink. And y'all see how they still got they red dots attached? They laser sights on me? I'm telling y'all, the indirect shit. This is charm, and what's charm and seduction do? It's like moths to a light, and it's not even just them. They turn the camera around. All the guys probably like watching too. Not just because I'm speaking, but how I'm speaking. People listen. People look, because they could be on the side having conversations like, this guy's so goofy. They could be laughing at me. I mean, I'm not saying this from a confidence perspective, like I would give a fuck. I'm saying this, it's the opposite. They're not even talking. They're listening. They're paying attention. Meanwhile, somebody, while you're talking, people are just saying, man, fuck what they saying. They on their phone. They talking to each other. They're not even paying attention to you. You don't speak or carry yourself in a way which makes people want to listen. And you got to realize why. You got to pay attention.
Got heart. You know what I'm saying? You seem like you got a heart for shit.
Oh, I like about her. She really like.
Serious. Like, that's just it. I like that.
Come on now. TyKwonDoe, the sensei. DOJO to the moon, to Saturn, and we leaving the solar system. The limps won't even know we exist. Y'all know what time it is, man. I love y'all, man.